everyone, and a warm welcome back to the English Path, the place where learning English feels like catching up with a friend. I'm Lily.
And I'm Jack. It's great to be back in the studio with all of you. Lily, you seem especially energized today. What's brought on the sparkle?
I am. I spent the weekend clearing out my old closet, and I found a little sketchbook from years ago, full of old ideas and things I wanted to create. It made me feel very inspired.
That sounds like a wonderful find. What kind of ideas were in there?
Just little sketches for paintings, songs I wanted to learn on the guitar, even a recipe for a special kind of bread I always meant to bake. It got me thinking about all the things we plan to do but haven't started yet.
I love that, Lily. And you know what? That little sketchbook is the perfect introduction to our topic today.
Oh, amazing! What are we diving into?
Today, we're going to teach you all how to talk about your hopes, aspirations, and future plans in English, how to share your deepest wishes, and the steps you're taking to make them real.
This is such a useful skill. In a new conversation, people often ask, "What do you do for fun?" Or, "What are you hoping to achieve next?"
Exactly. People have these huge visions. Maybe they want to travel the world or learn to play the violin. But when they try to explain it in English, the words just disappear.
We're here to fix that. We'll give you simple, natural language to express your future self, from small steps to big picture ideas. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the English Path. We love seeing our community grow. Yes, and hit that like button. It helps our podcast reach more friendly learners just like you. Thank you.
Okay, Lily, let's begin by defining our terms simply. What is a hope or a big aspiration?
An aspiration is a big wish, something you think about often, maybe something that feels far away, but it gives you a lot of joy. Like, I hope to learn how to fly a plane someday. Or, my aspiration is to live in a house with a huge garden.
Like, I hope to learn how to fly a plane someday. Or, my aspiration is to live in a house with a huge garden.
Perfect. Now, a goal is similar, but it's more structured. A goal is a specific target you are actively working towards.
Right. So the aspiration might be, I want to be a talented baker, but the goal is, I will take one baking class per month for the next 6 months.
That's the key difference. Aspirations are the beautiful destination. Goals are the practical steps on the map.
Fantastic way to put it. So Lily, let's start personal. What is one of your current big aspirations?
One of my biggest aspirations is to learn sign language. I think it would be such a rewarding skill to have, allowing me to connect with more people.
Sign language. That's wonderful and so thoughtful. Why is that important to you?
It's about communication. I dream of being able to talk to everyone. So my aspiration is to be fluent in sign language.
That's lovely. What about me? My biggest aspiration is to hike up a really famous tall mountain. Not Mount Everest, but maybe a big, beautiful one in South America.
Wow, that sounds like an incredible challenge. So your aspiration is to be a mountain climber.
In a safe way, yes. So listeners, remember these two phrases. I aspire to, and my aspiration is to.
Now, let's focus on goals. The phrases we use are often, my goal is to, or I'm aiming for.
For instance, my goal is to finish a challenging puzzle this weekend. Or, I'm aiming for a score of 90 on my next English test.
They are specific and measurable. Jack, what is one of your goals right now?
My current goal is to save enough money to buy a really good camera for taking pictures of the scenery on my hikes.
That's a practical goal. You know exactly how much money you need, and you have a clear deadline in your mind.
Absolutely. I'm taking action. What about you, Lily? What's a goal you're working on?
My short-term goal is to learn 3 new songs on my guitar by the end of the month. I have the sheet music ready.
Excellent. You've defined the action, the number, and the timeline. That's a perfect example of a goal.
We have aspirations and goals. Now, let's talk about other ways people ask about the future. What are you hoping for? Or, what are your immediate intentions?
Right. For things you hope for, the phrase is simple. I hope to.
Like, I hope to get my driver's license this summer. Or, I hope to plant a small vegetable garden this spring.
And for clearer intentions or plans, we use I plan to or I'm going to.
For example, I plan to volunteer at the animal shelter every Tuesday. Or, I'm going to change my fitness routine to include more stretching.
These are all natural, everyday ways to discuss your future. Let's practice repeating them together.
Ready, everyone? Repeat after us.
I hope to buy a small musical instrument.
I plan to redecorate my apartment next month.
I'm going to read a chapter of a book every night.
Wonderful! See how easily those phrases fit into your vocabulary? You're sharing your future intentions like a native speaker already.
Let's share a story now. This is about one of our listeners, Elias, who wrote to us from Portugal.
Oh, Elias! He had a beautiful aspiration.
Yes, Elias's big aspiration was to open his own small coffee shop. He loved the idea of making amazing coffee and being a friendly face for the community.
But he felt overwhelmed. He had no business experience, no savings, and he felt his English wasn't good enough to talk to suppliers.
So, what did he do?
He broke the big aspiration down into 3 smaller, clear goals. Goal number 1. He started working part-time as a barista at a local cafe to learn the basics.
Goal number 2. He decided to save €100 per month for 2 years.
Goal number 3. He committed to using only English with his boss and coworkers at the cafe, even when it was difficult. And guess what? Last month, Elias messaged us to say he'd saved enough money for the deposit and found a small space. He's opening his coffee shop in the spring.
That's inspiring. His aspiration was huge, but his success came from those small, actionable goals.
It shows that a goal is just a dream with a deadline and an action plan.
So, everyone listening, take a moment. What's the smallest step you can take today towards your biggest hope?
Maybe it's finding a new recipe to cook. Maybe it's checking the price of a flight to a place you want to see. Just one small thing.
Small actions lead to big changes. Okay,
Let's talk about those hopes that we feel a little uncertain about. We have the desire, but we're not ready to make a firm plan.
This is common. You can use softer language. A great phrase is, I'm thinking about.
For example, I'm thinking about starting a language exchange group, or I'm thinking about changing my study major next semester.
Another kind phrase is, I'd love to. It shows desire, but no immediate pressure.
Like, I'd love to visit India someday, or I'd love to learn to juggle. It's a gentle way to share a wish.
And my favorite soft phrase, one day I want to.
Ah, yes. One day, I want to write an animated short film. Or, one day, I want to own a cabin near a lake.
One day means you're not rushing. It shows you're keeping the dream in your heart, and that is perfectly okay. Dreams can be slow and steady.
Let's practice those gentle phrases.
Repeat after us.
I'm thinking about restarting my painting hobby.
I'd love to be better at managing my time.
One day, I want to travel across Canada by train.
Excellent. You sound confident even when expressing uncertainty. Now, let's practice a natural conversation. Imagine you meet someone new and they ask you the big question.
They say, "So, what's something you really want to achieve in the next year?" It can feel overwhelming.
You just need a short, honest answer. For example, well, I'm really focused on my well-being, so my goal is to start meditating for 15 minutes every morning.
Simple, clear, and personal. And the follow-up question is always, why?
You answer with because and your reason. For instance, my goal is to learn to play the ukulele because it sounds cheerful and I can take it anywhere.
Or, my short-term goal is to save money for a bicycle because I want to get more exercise and stop taking the bus. The because part makes your dream feel human and real. It gives the other person a chance to connect with your feelings.
Let's think about talking about a shift in focus. Maybe your dream changed.
You can say, "I used to plan to become a journalist, but now I'm more interested in photography."
Or, I used to want a very busy job, but now I prefer a job that allows me more time with my family.
It shows growth. It's okay to change your mind.
What if someone shares their big hope with you? How do you support them?
You can say, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Or, I think you have the skills to make that happen. Or simply, I'm rooting for you.
I'm rooting for you is a natural phrase that means I support you. It's important to be that encouraging person. Now let's talk about obstacles, those things that feel like they're stopping you.
You might say, it's a big challenge, but I'm determined to find a way.
Or, it's hard right now, but I haven't given up on it.
You're recognizing the problem, but keeping your fighting spirit. Another powerful phrase, I'm actively looking for solutions to...
Like, I'm actively looking for solutions to find a more affordable place to live, or I'm actively looking for solutions to manage my study time better.
This shows you're not waiting. You're taking initiative.
Let's quickly practice celebrating small wins. What are some phrases?
I'm proud of myself because I finally learned the new English verb tenses.
I achieved my mini goal of reading the newspaper in English every morning this week.
Celebrate the small wins. They are the fuel for the big aspirations.
Let's highlight the different areas of life your aspirations might cover.
Great idea. First, there are creative aspirations. I want to publish my poetry, or my goal is to learn how to knit a scarf.
Then, professional aspirations. I'm hoping to get certified in web design, or my career goal is to become an executive assistant.
Next, personal development aspirations. I plan to wake up earlier every day. Or, I want to become a better listener.
And wellness aspirations. I aim to drink 8 glasses of water daily, or my goal is to join a running club.
And finally, exploration aspirations. I hope to drive across Europe, or I plan to visit all the museums in my city.
It's important to have hopes in many areas of your life. Let's talk about a famous planning method called SMART. It makes goals easier to achieve.
Tell us more, Lily.
S is for specific, clear, not vague. Instead of I want to be fit, say I want to exercise 3 times a week. M is for measurable. You can track it. I will write for 30 minutes every day. A is for achievable. It's realistic. You can do it with your current life. R is for relevant. It matters to you and fits your bigger aspirations. T is for time-bound. You set a deadline. I will finish this online course by the end of October.
So a SMART goal is, I want to complete 3 new pottery pieces by the end of this quarter.
Perfect. It's specific, you can measure it, it's doable, it matters, and it has a deadline.
Use the SMART method, everyone. It takes your vague hopes and turns them into a strong action plan.
Jack, let's quickly recap some key vocabulary from today.
Great idea! Everyone, listen for these words and phrases. Aspiration, a long-term hope. Goal, a specific, planned step. I hope to, a softer wish. I plan to, a clear intention.
I'm aiming for. Focusing on a target. One day I want to. A desire for the future without a rush. I'm rooting for you. A phrase of support.
Let's practice one final phrase. Repeat after us. I am capable of making my dreams come true.
Say it with confidence.
Everyone, your hopes and plans are important. Speaking about them in English is a powerful step. When you can articulate what you want, you start to make it happen. The language you use shapes your reality. Start speaking about your future self today.
We have a challenge for you. Go to the comments and write one sentence about your current goal. Use one of the phrases we taught you today, like, my goal is to, or I hope to.
We'll be reading them all and sending our support. And please subscribe to the English Path and like this episode.
Yes. Share it with a friend who was working hard on something. They might need a boost of confidence.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
Keep dreaming, keep planning, and keep speaking.
See you in the next episode, everyone.
Goodbye.